Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Karen and thank you so much for joining me on today's video. If you're new to the channel and want to keep seeing more of my content, please make sure to click the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell so that you will know whenever I post a new video. So on today's video guys, I want us to talk about hirsutism, which is the unwanted hair in women that is found on the chest, at the back, and also on our faces, which is what I have already. So this is what we're going to be talking about on today's video. So like a definition of hirsutism is something that I've already given to you, but I already have notes made for this video. So hirsutism is unwanted male pattern hair growth on women that can be in the face, the chest, and the back. So I felt like it was very important for me to talk about this topic because in my journey of having facial hair, I've noticed that there are also other women that also have facial hair. They're finding ways to hide it because it makes them uncomfortable, it affects their confidence, and they're just not happy about them having facial hair or hair on the parts of their bodies that we know or we believe that women are not supposed to have. But now I feel like things have changed and things are not the way they used to be anymore because of the changes that we go through and the kind of experiences that each generation goes through and the results that actually come about as we grow and as generations keep on coming up each and every time. So things have changed. If you have facial hair or you have unwanted hair in any part of your body that you're uncomfortable with, I want it to be normalized, and I want other people to understand that it is part of us right now, and it's happening to a lot of women, and people are so afraid to talk about it because they feel like they're gonna be judged, they're gonna be criticized, and they're gonna feel like they do not belong in a certain group of women which we grew up with before we even had facial hair, because it's something that it's uncommon for a woman to have facial hair. So we tend to hide it because we feel like there's something wrong with us, and we are so embarrassed that people are gonna judge us, they're gonna say things that we might not like because of that. And yes, they always do. People always have something to say and something bad to say about you, about your body, about anything that you do. If you're out there hiding it and you're out there being uncomfortable with it, I just want you to know that you're not alone. And also we need to make it a norm so that women can be comfortable in their own bodies. It doesn't matter whatever problem that you believe you have or whatever thing that is unpleasant that you have, it needs to be normalized so that you can create a space where each and every person, as different as we are, we can feel comfortable to be ourselves. Men grow facial hair or unwanted hair, it's because of the changes in the production of hormones, especially on the quantities that are produced in our body. I know that women produce male hormones such as testosterone, which falls under the androgen group of hormones. So normally women produce a little bit of quantity of that hormone, which does not result in facial hair. That's why there are women without facial hair but still produce this hormone. So that people who produce it in excess ways that it results in physical things such as growing facial hair on unwanted places, especially in women. So I know that testosterone is also responsible for that in men, but it's already common and it's already known, and it's more like a norm. Even though men do have excess hair, sometimes they're so unhappy about their hair. Some people have like long hair, like really long thick hair on their feet, and they cannot wear shorts because they're embarrassed about that. So some of them even go on their hands. So I believe it's the same thing, or even other hormones are responsible for that, but male hormones specifically, which I did not dwell deep on that part, but still it happens to women, it also happens to men, though to men it's easier to deal with because it's common to men. So for women it's not easy to deal with because it's uncommon. So it is one of the causes of why women have facial hair. So guys, another reason why women have facial hair is that some inherit it from our families, so our relatives or our parents. So it's more like it's something that you got from your parent, because some people actually grow facial hair like without having any kind of sickness or any kind of problem that we're gonna come to later, but end up having facial hair like immediately they're born, and they start growing hair like everywhere. Hair is growing at the back, at their chest, and they just grow hair for no reason. Sometimes it's not really like a hormonal kind of thing, but it's a genetic kind of thing. So don't feel bad. Sometimes there's nothing wrong with you. It's just that you got it, you inherited it, and it's something that you had no control over. So as someone who has got facial hair, as a woman who has got facial hair or excess hair, if you're a man, and a woman, if you have excess hair, you could have inherited it, and there's nothing wrong with your body. You have it because it's something that is genetic, something that you did not have control over. So I think that you're not supposed to be out there and feeling bad about something that you had no control over. It's something that I've learned over time. It's not something that I just woke up and then realized it and then everything was just okay. It's something that I've learned over time, that I have no control of certain things, and having to have like hormones produced in large quantities and having to have inherited facial hair from my parents, I feel like it's still something that I could not have much control over, because there's so many things that can lead to us like producing a lot of hormones that lead to facial hair, and I have no control of some of those things, or even had no idea about those things. So I feel like we should not worry about all these things, because right now we need to understand that it is a part of who we are, and we need to be aware of that and put it out there for people to be able to have that awareness and deal with it in a much more healthy way. And another thing that can cause facial hair, that can result in facial hair, is aging. Growing up can lead into hormones like being produced in different quantities, that there's so many changes that happens in your body, which is facial hair. Again, it's something that's gonna show on your body. Some women go through this stage of menopause. I think we all go through it. So we reach the stage of menopause, which is the result of the production of the hormones, which I believe in this case they result in you not going to your period anymore. If you grow, you end up having like excess hair, and you end up reaching the stage of menopause because of these hormones are shifting and are produced in different quantities when you grow up. And it's something that there's like, sometimes there's just nothing you can do about it. Reaching menopause, it's a natural process, so I feel like there's nothing you can do about it. And sometimes I feel like even our hormones, there's just a time where it gets out of control. So you really do not have to be worried about it or feel embarrassed about it, because it's something that can happen to anyone at any time, at any stage of their lives. So again, another thing that causes, or that causes facial hair, or for a woman to have facial hair, is the sickness called PCOS, which is let me just read it, it's quite a difficult name. It's called Polycystic ovarian syndrome. So this polycystic ovarian syndrome, it's more like it happens in your ovaries when if you're a woman. It happens in your ovaries. You develop some cysts on your ovaries, which may lead you to have different period patterns, and again it can lead you not to like ovulate at all. When you have that PCOS, you might as well not ovulate at all at some point, which is kind of like a risk for you, not that you cannot have children. So make sure that if you have facial hair, you consult with the doctor so that you can actually know what exactly is causing your facial hair, and so that you can prevent it, because there's a medication that can help you have that normal kind of life as a woman and still go through a normal period, because it is being taken care of. So yeah, you need to make sure that if your facial hair, it should be a sign that you could be having this PCOS, and some do not have, such as me. I've not been diagnosed with PCOS, so it's something that you need to look at, because there's a high possibility that you may have PCOS, and it's very, very important for you to make sure that it's actually taken care of before it even gets worse. Again, I also want us to talk about the treatments of these things. So the first treatment that I'm going to talk about is taking medication. So if you're diagnosed with PCOS, you might as well need to have medication to take care of that, because you don't want to be messing around with your periods if you're a woman, especially if you're still young and you still have a lot of goals in having children and stuff like that. So make sure that you work around that and take the medication that you need. Go to the doctors, consult with them if you feel like it's something that you want to take care of right now, and you do not have to feel like it, because I feel like sometimes at some point you're gonna need to, because you change how you feel about yourself, about having children. You might not feel like it's a serious thing now, but later it might become something, because we change as time goes by. So make sure to take medication and go to the doctors and consult if you've got facial hair, so that you can be aware and take care of it and control it while you're still young, so that you won't struggle at the time when you get married or you want to have kids. So make sure to take care of yourself. And another thing that you can use to take care of facial hair is to use like natural remedies. So natural remedies, like having to create masks such as turmeric mask, and using lemon juice or lemon itself, like the lemon juice, mixing it with turmeric mask, and just apply on the parts where you have facial hair, and with time it will begin to fall out. And again, that is something that you can use to take care and control these situations, is to take care of your body through your diet and through your activities. So you need to make sure that you actually exercise, and you also eat healthy diet. There's so many things that so many kind of foods, especially the processed food, they can lead to hormonal shift or production or unwanted this kind of unwanted excess hormones that may lead to facial hair. So make sure that you avoid a lot of processed food and eat much of the unprocessed food. You need to take care of your diet, you need to take care of your body. You need to, if you're a person who is kind of like me or my weight, we need to work on losing our weight. So it's also not easy to lose weight when you have these hormonal shifts and kind of thing. So make sure that you do your best to lose weight, do some kind of exercises. You do not have to be harsh on yourself, just take it slowly. As long as you're having a healthy diet and you're taking those activities that makes your body active, you're gonna lose weight with time. So be patient with yourself when it comes to that. And another thing that I believe most people have heard about, it's going through laser treatments and also electrolysis treatments that are used to remove facial hair. So you can also go for those ones. So another thing that, guys, I want to talk about is living with facial hair. So why am I not doing anything about it? Like, why am I having facial hair if I know about all these things? So it's a choice within yourself as a person, especially women. So it's a choice that you need to make. It's either you change it or you learn to live with it. So if you don't want to live with it, then you need to change it. And if you cannot change it, you need to learn to live with it. So it's something that you need to come into terms with. And for me right now, what I'm choosing is to live with it. And if I can change it, I can always make changes. I can always do whatever that I want. At the end of the day, it's my body, and I decide on what happens to it. But at the moment, I'm choosing to live with it. So how am I living with it? One thing I do is to accept that I have facial hair, and to make things even more, I'm a woman and it's uncommon. So it is very much important for me to accept that. Reason being, it's because I know that I'm going to be criticized, and somewhere out there outside myself is going to use this facial hair to affect in the inside of me. And the more I accept this part of me and this part of my body, I'm gonna be able to stop whatever that is external, that is outside myself, that is trying to affect the inside of myself because of this, to use it as a weapon against me. So I need to accept that I am the way I am, and the fact that it does not make me sick, and the fact that it's not a result of something that it's very critical or something that it's chronic, then I should not worry much about it. So it is not easy for you to feel like when you look at yourself in the mirror and you just see like the kind of man reflection on the mirror, like it's not the nicest thing in the world. Because honestly, I've had times of like, God, I look like a guy. Like, how is that even possible? So you see, it's like that. Sometimes you feel that way and it's normal, but you need to normalize it to a point that it no longer does anything to you. Because there was a point that people used to even like, oh Karen, there's so much hair on your face, that's too much, start to shave it. I was like, no, this is my body, I decide what I do to it, and I know what makes me feel bad, and I know what needs to go away and what needs to stay from my body. So I will do that at a time that I need to. That's because I know that having facial hair, I've come a long way with it, and for me just to remove it because people are telling me to do so, it's something that I won't go for. I will do that when I feel like it's right for me. Make sure that you live your life each and every day. Stay confident. You're beautiful. If you're a man, you're handsome. If you've got that excess hair, you're handsome. Work on it. Work to live with it, or learn to change it, and change it as quick as possible. Well, not really that quick, but try to change it. So don't let it destroy your confidence. Don't let it make you feel like you're not enough. Don't let it make you feel like you're not man enough, or you're not good enough, or you're not handsome, or you're not beautiful, because you are beautiful, and your external appearance does not describe how beautiful you are in the inside. So keep being yourself, and people will see through and see past whatever people see outside that seems unpleasant, and see who you are and love you for who you are from the inside out. And if people want to be in your life, they have to accept you the way that you are. And if you have to be yourself, you need to show up as you are each and every time. So guys, I really think that as a man or as a woman, whatever body part that you have that you feel like you don't like about yourself, you need to remember that if you cannot love it, everyone else around you cannot also love it. So if you love the way you are and how you look and the things that you have, everyone else is bound to adapt to that kind of energy that you are bringing to yourself, or else they can just have to just leave you alone. And that's just it. And if someone loves you, they will love you the way you are. And there was a time that people actually liked me for the fact that I had facial hair. Like, I was shocked. I was like, God, is that even possible? Like, how can a man like someone with facial hair? There's people on social media, they approach me, they'll be like, wow, you have facial hair, that's so cute, that's so nice, that's so amazing, that's so rare, you know, those kind of things. I've also had positive comments as well about my facial hair, so I'd be like, okay, then it's normal, then it's not as bad as I thought. So why not just slay it if I cannot change it at the moment? So hence I've decided to live with it, and I'm happy, and I'm more happier than I've ever been in my life. And I'm so proud of myself to have reached this big and huge milestone, because most people out there trying to hide it and not talk about it. But I'm so proud of myself because I show up as myself each and every day, and I'm gonna keep on doing that for myself because I'm happy. I am happy. I'm happy with everything that I am, and I just want to be that way for the rest of my life. So guys, I hope that this video is very helpful, and I hope that when you're out there going through this, remember that you're not on your own, and you can always fight it in a way that best suits who you are. And I hope that someone out there, a friend or family, finds help from this video. So thank you so much guys for watching. I'll catch you guys on my next video. Bye.